Previously on Survivor New Mexico, the returners continued to build their planned revenge against Daniel as both Hannah and Noah made so-called fake alliances with last season's runner-up. But at the immunity challenge, all the tribes were surprised to find out that the round was double elimination. After a back-breaking immunity challenge, Zakera was the sole team to walk away with immunity after Tangata made a strategy mistake early on, and Alicia fell near the end to cost Makadzi the win. As both teams of newbies faced Tribal Council, their approaches to the double elimination were vastly different. At Tangata, Matthew led a straightforward and open effort to eliminate Andrew with the goal of trying to send the strongest members of Tangata to the merge, and Andrew even voted for himself, resulting in his unanimous elimination. At Makadzi, as everyone looked for the hidden immunity idol with no success, Alicia decided to betray her ally Brittany in an effort to stay alive in the game and align herself with Caitlin and Mickey, and Brittany became the fourth member of the jury. Now, 11 are left, and the game is about to change in a big way with a tribe swap that none of the contestants are expecting. Who will be voted out next? Find out right now as Survivor New Mexico Season 2 continues.
Last round went really well. It was a challenge, well, you saw it. It was a challenge where we had to get one member of the team across a big area. So I came up with the idea of just lying down on the ground and just running across him. It kind of hurt a little bit for some people, and you're getting down in the dirt, but my team was down and they did really well with it. They're willing to get dirty, willing to have people step on them, step on their face, and stuff like that. So I was really proud of them for being able to do that.
That was very much to our strengths on that game. So very much a teamwork thing, which we have. So
that was really good. We communicated really efficiently. Even if like one of us fell off one or the other, we just started over like that. There wasn't a like, oh my gosh, no! And like we just worked together like so well. And we communicated well. Oh, I gashed my hand. Lit. Okay, anyways, but yeah, we worked really well. We just like, we stuck together, which was really good.
The challenge went well. I didn't really do anything with that. I think Alicia might go home because she's like in charge of the girls, and she also is the one who fell up to that last leg. So I feel like they might get a little upset at Alicia and vote her off, but at the same time, since she's in charge of that group, I don't know.
I know Carolyn was whispering to Noah earlier, but I think Hannah is on board with me, Noah's on board with me, and then I got Hannah and Noah to talk. So I think they're on board together. So I think if something does happen, us three should be all right. If something does happen, I'd like Caroline to go first.
Are you sticking with the same strategy moving forward?
The only changes is Daniel's very intent on keeping Noah in the game, so we're going to try to convince him to try to vote me out, and then we're going to vote him out.
Honestly, like, we might keep Daniel around just till the merge and then throw that challenge just to see how he plays out with everyone else. Because he was talking to the guys team, and I know that because they're guys, like they already have like these bromances or whatever. So they already stick together, but we're gonna see how it plays out.
Did Daniel learn?
I don't know, but we need to keep an eye on him. Because I think he has it. Hannah thinks he has it. But I haven't seen him with anything, and it doesn't look like it's in his pockets, and she...
Is he still working?
He's being interviewed right now. Or he's off with Hannah looking.
We just have to make him believe that he's safe enough not to use it if he finds it.
Still looking.
Still looking. Hannah talked to Noah. Noah's on board with us. Hannah's on board with me. And then Carolyn and Katie, I think, are going for Noah. But he should be safe because Hannah and I have his back. I think.
We are worried though. We think Daniel may have found an immunity idol. So.
Does that change your strategy?
Not really. We're making this up as we go, pretty much.
So in the tribal council, I voted for Brittany, strictly because I know that I wasn't going to be able to get Caitlin and Mickey to turn on each other, even if Brittany and I were going to stay together. So I told Brittany that I would vote Mickey off, but I wasn't going to do that to her. So unfortunately, it had to be Brittany to go. And it sucked because she was really helpful in that challenge we just did. That was all her idea. So, I mean, it sucks, but to keep myself in, I had to get real and just say bye.
I'm feeling like it kind of sucks. I mean, it's not like she wasn't a good team member or anything, it's just how it played out. So, but I'm feeling really good now because I know I have a super good alliance with Caitlin, so I don't think me and her are ever going to be in danger of being eliminated by each other. So, I mean, that's good for us, but if worst comes to worst, it's gonna have to be Alicia, I'm assuming. But yeah, so it's working pretty well right now.
How do you feel about the Mickey and Caitlin right now as an alliance?
It makes me nervous, but Mickey, she just told me she owes me one because I was almost gonna vote for her. So maybe I'll just dangle that in her face. I guess it depends on how the next challenge goes. I am definitely nervous because now I am the only one. It's kind of me against them, and they know that. So I guess it's just in my best interest to find the idol. We all know what the clue is, so we'll keep looking.
Come on in, Tangata! Alright guys, go ahead and grab a seat on the log. Zakara, come on in. Go ahead and grab a seat. All right, Zakara, Mikazi, Tangata, this is not the merge. We are switching the tribes up. We are going down to 2 tribes. Tribe swap, all right? This is how this is gonna work. I have a bag with 11 rocks in it. There are 5 rocks marked with a red X, 5 rocks marked with a green X, and 1 rock that is not marked with anything. Obviously, if you draw a green rock, you are part of the new Zakara. If you draw a red rock, you are part of the new Mikazi. If you draw the rock that has no marks on it, you are not eliminated from the game, but you are temporarily exiled from the game. So what that means is you will be a 3rd tribe all on your own. You will not compete in the next immunity challenge, which means you will not be in danger of going to tribal council, so you will automatically move to the next round. However, the disadvantage of that is that you will not be present with either tribe as they're forming these new relationships with the tribe swap, okay? Shall we draw?
No.
You're gonna reach into the bag, draw out a rock, and then keep your hand closed, okay? Don't look at it immediately. So, I'll have you guys go ahead and draw a rock. Just close your hand around it and don't look at it. Keeping the game interesting, guys. Never know what's gonna happen on Survivor.
Why?
Even the returners did.
Why? No.
That means I succeeded.
5 rocks.
I want all of them.
And 1 rock left. All right, everyone go ahead and stand up. Place your hand out in front of you with your hand closed, palm up. And go ahead and reveal.
What?
I'm all for
The gods are in our favor. Woo! Favor.
Go ahead and move to the sides. Let's have red over here, green over here. Oh, sure, yeah.
Is this our new guy?
Whatever the 2 colors are. Damn.
Wait, this is very fortunate. All of us are red. But this is unfortunate. Because then we have to build each other.
So who receives the unmarked rock? Carolyn. All right, so Carolyn, you'll be heading to the old Tangata camp and spend the next round there on your own. You will skip the immunity challenge and skip the tribal council, and you will join the tribe that loses this next immunity challenge. Tangata, you're not going back to your camp. Carolyn's going to your old camp, so.
I don't know what to think. I mean, I like them.
And you guys are all now the red tribe, so you guys are going to get red bandanas from the 2 people who have been voted out so far from this tribe.
Sorry if this wasn't bug spray. So good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow, what are the odds, guys?
Well, we made it to a merge.
A merge. If you need to go grab your stuff, go do it.
Alright guys, the game continues. Go ahead and switch up your possessions, head to camp, and I'll see you guys at the next immunity challenge.
Plot twist. More plot twists than an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Sheesh.
So, Exile.
I guess it's a nice break. I think my team, since we stuck together, they're gonna throw this challenge so I can come back. I think they're gonna vote Daniel off. That's the goal. So hopefully I'm not being extremely backstabbed and such. I'm allied with Hannah for sure, Hannah and Katie. And Hannah and Katie and Noah and I all want to get Daniel out. But we didn't want to throw a challenge before the merge and then lose one for real and have to vote a second person out. So Hannah and I are going to try to carry each other to the top and then just let the jury decide. That's the goal. I guess we'll find out if that actually happens.
So when you pulled that rock without any X's, what were your first thoughts?
That it sucked. I think not participating in alliances that are forming is scary because you just don't know and you haven't been able to observe what's going on. So that's a little daunting going back into it, is that I haven't been there. So I don't really know what's happening. I'm basically a newbie.
So have you made any fake alliances yet?
Not really. I haven't needed to, but I think if I have to, I'm going to make a fake alliance with JD. Katie doesn't want to win, but she wants to play all the challenges, so the goal would be that the 4 of us from the old team make it all the way through, and then when we get to Final 3, we vote off Katie because she wants to be expendable. So it would be detrimental if we lost 2 of our players because they got voted off, because we need all of them to get where we need to be.
So these people you've allied with, do you think any of them are going to backstab you?
I don't know. I thought Hannah would because of what happened last season, but I honestly believe that she's gonna be there till the end, that she's a true ally. Katie I feel is too. Noah is a little shifty, but he was shifty last time too, so I'm not super surprised about that, but he's very smart and he's good at some of the stuff that the rest of us aren't too good at. So we need him, but at the same time we need him to not be him.
I do see how much it would suck to be deserted on an island right now.
It's a little weird though. I can't believe that all the veterans are still together. And everybody else got like...
Wait, what happens after this round for Carolyn? Like, does she go?
Oh, she comes back.
She comes back to the team.
Whoever loses a person, whichever team loses, she replaces them.
What do you think about the way the teams landed, like with the 2 teams that?
It was rather weird. I thought that there was going to be a lot more mix-up of the veterans and the newbies, but I'm kind of glad to be in the newbies circle because I feel like I'm one of the stronger ones in the newbie group, and I hope that Matt can make it through. Matthew can make it through the veteran group.
Ooh, I'm really like interested. It's gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out because like the whole green team is together still. I'm actually kind of like it because it feels better to have more players because then you don't feel as threatened to get voted out. And I think it works out good because us 3 girls have been together. So
Who?
Me, Caitlin, and Alicia. And so we have a pretty strong alliance. So if it ever comes to voting people out, I think we're all pretty much safe. So now that we have both the yellow and red together, we kind of were thinking before we had like drew the rocks that our teams would kind of like help each other and try to get the green team out, just like the returning ones. But now that our team, both of our teams are all together and there's no green team on our team, that's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to vote each other out now. But I think that the girls are gonna try to stick together since we've kind of had that bond. And so whoever us 3 votes for, yeah, we'll kind of work together on deciding who we're gonna vote for.
That's where you're jumping for, is them 2 against me.
No, they're pretty much the same. They both are really strong. It's really strong.
I'm happy to be with Noah, and I think me and Noah are gonna form up with Alicia. But I don't like all the veterans are basically all back together again except for Carolyn. I was hoping to be with like maybe Daniel or one of the other, or some of the veterans split up more. So, I mean, so far they've been dominating in the challenges, so this might be bad for our team, but I think Alicia will go with us, with me and Noah.
So I say we go with Alicia, because like the 2 of them are already against her, and I think she's a stronger player than both of them and knows how to play the game a little better.
Yeah, she looks stronger. Yeah. And then just we'll cut them off and then kind of feel messed up picking them off, but I want to win this thing and I want somebody. One of the girls, I forgot her name, unfortunately, but I know what she looks like. No, but yeah, we kind of, JD's kind of talked to her a little bit, so hopefully that'll become an alliance pretty soon.
You know, I think we're good because there are 2 guys and then there's 3 of us, since we already have something going on. That we're not really in danger of anything.
I don't know a thing about Noah, but I know JD's really strong. So, yeah.
It's like, do we want what strong do you guys think not? About sharing the clue?
No. That puts us in the same boat we were just in.
Okay.
That's what we decided.
Alright.
We can look for it. Even though it's not really a clue.
Do you feel threatened by the 2 guys joining the team?
I don't really feel threatened because I know that I have Caitlin and Alicia and we could figure something out, so that wouldn't be an issue.
You know, you're thinking of sticking with Alicia. Why her over the other girls?
I know Alicia a little better, and I think she's a stronger player personally. And she kind of talked to me and was like, Caitlin and Mickey are kind of against me. So I think she'll be the better player.
This twist with the random draw of the rocks is, I'd say it's good and bad. I mean, it's helpful that old red team is together because we know how each other works. It's not helpful because it's still them 2 united and me kind of But
Who?
I trust, so Caitlin and Mickey are definitely a strong alliance there. So with JD and Noah, they're really strong too. And I know that they're not going to vote for each other. And I know I very much trust JD, and I know that he wants to get Caitlin and Mickey out at some point as well. So if that's the case, that works out well for me because numbers, majority rules, and if one of them goes, the other one might go too. So again, that might leave me with just JD and Noah, but hopefully when we get to the merge by that point and it'll just be every man for himself.
No, we're just saying we're big on communication and challenges.
All it's in here are strawberries.
I thought it was Noah doing that. I was like, what?
That's a pretty cool little twist Matthew just did. What happened is we all drew rocks for new tribes, and what happened was me Hannah, Katie, and Noah all got the same rock, which was awesome. So we're gonna stick together. One thing that happened was Caroline grabbed the loner's rock, so she's all by herself now. But we got Matthew, and he's the new guy.
Fortunate, especially since most of the team is together. The only person who didn't get on our team is just out, so she's safe for another round.
I'm actually very happy about this. I feel like this is gonna be good.
Why?
Because we're still our team and we still have our alliances.
You lost Carolyn.
It's okay. We still got 3 of the 4. I was so sure that I was
awesome,
gonna be.
I seriously thought
I was gonna be like
I
Caroline.
was not expecting that, like, at all.
I was not expecting that. I thought we were gonna be completely like put away from each other. So
that was lucky.
But I think it works out.
So pretty much what we do is we make sure that in each challenge we keep the strongest people who know what they're doing in. So tell us a bit about your strengths.
I don't know, I'm athletic, pretty fast, probably my biggest strength. Let's see, I don't know, I drop fruit snacks. No, I'm really competitive. Yeah, like I mean, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to win, so.
Okay, but are you good at taking orders?
I can take orders, yeah, sure.
Okay.
I can do whatever.
Because that's one of our things is like, we usually let one person be the leader.
Like I said, whatever I need to do to win. Well, I'm kind of disappointed because I wanted to stay with the rest of the crew, but I mean, like we're all pretty tight, especially in our old Tangata tribe. We were like super honest with each other. And we all like told each other who we were we figured out who we were gonna vote out together. So that's gonna be like a different dynamic here now. I think the other thing is like, you know, all of us, you know, new people, none of us want the veterans to win, and so I'm obviously with the veterans now, so I have to win. But I'm trying, basically what I'm trying to do is stay alive till the merge. It's like my whole goal right now is just to hang in there till the merge. I'm new, I know that gives me a disadvantage because I know that they're more likely to, I mean, they don't know me, so they might vote me out, but on the flip side, I'm kind of hoping that the fact that they know each other is going to lead them to vote each other out.
Matthew, not very social, but very athletic. He could be very useful to us later on.
Team who loses a member gets Carolyn.
Really? Oh, well, yeah, let's throw it.
Just throw the next challenge and get Matthew out. And then we can get Carolyn back and have our own 5 team again. Does that work?
Cool. Yeah, I think Carolyn's more sticking with us than Matthew. Matthew,
And that
something
way he'll
happens
just
to might
push
go
us
back to the
farther.
guys.
Oh. We were not expecting that, but we were very, very lucky to be like with pretty much our original team. It's gonna be rough because we're throwing the next challenge, like that's obvious, but who we're voting out isn't so obvious. Some of us want to vote Matthew out just because he's gone and he's a newbie and we want to get the crew back together before we vote Daniel off. But then again, we don't know when the merge is.
That's our plan, is to throw the challenge and get Carolyn back.
How do you feel about Matthew?
I feel like he's going to be okay. I feel like he doesn't have as much drive as Daniel does to like get people out. I feel like he'll be pretty good to keep until later.
Okay, so throw it.
So if we throw it, doesn't it mean that we get Carolyn back?
We get Carolyn back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So if we throw it and get the newbie out, then we get Carolyn.
Matthew is a threat as well. So getting rid of him before the merge.
Yeah.
So for the next challenge, we're thinking, everyone else seems pretty set on doing this, I'm not quite sure. They want to throw the challenge, then we vote Matthew out, and then we'll get Carolyn back. 2 problems with that for me is that, honestly, I'm not sure I want Carolyn back. I mean, it was kind of my idea, and I'm regretting it a little bit, but I kind of like the idea of the original 5 being back together, but I'm still not sure if Carolyn fully trusts me, and I'm not sure where Katie stands. Another problem for me is if Matthew was lying about, like we asked him if he found the immunity idol or anything. So I'm just curious if he has it. I looked through his bags and stuff while he was gone, and I haven't noticed like something in his pockets, but still not quite sure, because that'd be a real bummer if we threw it, voted him out, he pulled that, then whoever he put down would be out, if it'd be me, Katie, Hannah, or Noah. So that's kind of my only worry right now. But I think my team's pretty set on it, and I've talked to Matthew, and we've done stuff together in the past, so I don't think, if that does happen, I don't think he'll put my name down unless he sees me as a threat. Have you heard my name?
Oh, not really.
Okay, I have heard yours. From Caroline and Katie.
Okay.
And heard that as well. So I think if we three stick together, I think we're totally fine. And who knows what Matthew likes? Sneaky.
If I'm in danger, Daniel. If I'm in danger, though, I'm gonna need that immunity idol. Have you seen it?
You're not in danger. You're not gonna get out. I haven't seen it. But I mean, yeah, we still haven't found ours. Well, that we know.
Yeah. I'm probably just gonna try to, ingratiate myself with a couple people. Try to figure out if there's any divisions, and if there are, try to widen them, so I'm more likely to not be voted out. Like I said, I really don't know anyone on that team other than what I saw from season 1. So I'm just trying to, I don't really care who gets voted out as long as it's not me.
All right, come on in, guys. Go ahead and take your spot right up here. All right, come on in, Zakara. All right, Zakara, Mikadzi, welcome to your first two-way immunity challenge. For your immunity challenge today, we are playing Steal the Bacon. So, you guys are gonna go to these opposite lines that are marked on each side, and you will be numbered 1 through 5. Then Kyle and I will each hold up a number to each tribe, and that person will have to race into the middle and try to grab this football, the bacon. If you're able to get the football back past your line without getting tagged, you will score 2 points for your tribe. If you tag someone who has grabbed the football, you will score 1 point for your tribe. First tribe to 7 points wins. All right, Mikadzi, go ahead and take your place over there. Zakara, go ahead and take your place at that line right there.
Do it.
All right, here we go. For immunity, first round of Steal the Bacon. Survivors ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Go, let's go.
Come on, Noah.
Former teammates facing off after the tribe swap.
Brother versus brother.
Grab and go.
Good. And Matthew Noah. So Matthew scores 1 point for Zakara. All right. I have another announcement to make for this challenge. Now that we do actually have a score, from here on out, every round is gonna last no more than 1 minute. If it's a standoff and there's no score at the end of 1 minute, then the team that scored last loses a point. 3, 2, 1, go. Zakara versus Mikadzi. Hannah versus Alicia. Hannah has the pressure because if there's a standoff and no one scores, then that means that Zakara will lose the point they just won. Being around each other, trying to find that spot, that opening.
Just play defense, don't even try it.
Mikadzi scores a point on defense. It's now 1-1. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, is that me?
Alright, we're in our next matchup, JD versus Daniel. JD has the pressure now because if there's no score at the end of 1 minute, Mikadzi will lose the point they just gained. JD scores. JD scores 2 points.
Seems like past the line, you can go in the underbrush one up.
I guess so. That's
Yeah, you
new
can.
from last year.
No, it's not. We did that last year.
Oh, really?
3, 2, 1, go. And Kaylin scores. Not even a standoff there. Kaylin scores. It's now 4-1. Mikadzi is running away with his challenge right now. Here we go. Next matchup. 3, 2, 1, go. Matthew could win this right here. 3, 2, 1, go. Now 6-3. 6 McConaughey, 3 Sarah. This next round is going to be a 2 versus 2 matchup. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go, 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 run, run!
Now 6-5. We've got a challenge, folks. We've got a challenge. All right, another 2 versus 2 matchup. 6-5. Cosby's still leading, but not by very much. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoving, but not very much grabbing. And he was trying to take out both Sarah at once. And that's it. McCarthy wins immunity. 7-5.
It's okay. No, you're okay, bro. I can First loss. Man, I thought we were coming back.
I did too, dude. I thought we had it.
I don't blow, but I was like, oh, no. Nice job, guys. I know it's
Congratulations, Makazi. You've won immunity, are safe moving into the next round. So, Zakara, many of you are going to Tribal Council for the first time right now. So, I will see you guys shortly at Tribal Council. Before we leave, Makazi, you have a decision to make. Which person on the Zakara tribe are you going to give a clue to the hidden immunity idol to?
Hey, we're gonna give it to Matthew.
Let me make sure I have the right one. Yeah, here you go.
Give him the one for the
There you go. Alright guys, grab your stuff, head back to camp. I will see you, Zakara, at Tribal Council shortly.
I feel pretty good, feel pretty bad at the same time though for Matthew. It might have been obvious, but we're trying not to make it obvious, but we threw the game, obviously, or not obviously. We tried to throw the game on purpose. So I think at first we were kind of making it a little too obvious, so I tried a little harder, so we brought it back, and we were giving him the lie of like, we're gonna catch up, we're gonna get back in it. So I think he didn't suspect us throwing the game. It was kind of hard throwing the game, honestly. I feel like we could have won that really easily, but we want to get Matthew out, and then we'll get Carolyn back to get the 5 back together.
Our strategy, I mean, as always, is to stand around and don't touch it. But that kind of got negated by the fact that we had the time limit. And I was able to get Noah that one time because he looked away, and I was able to get 2 points for our team, so that was good. But that last one, I just, I thought he was distracted, but he wasn't. So it is what it is, I really wanted to win to ensure that I wasn't going to get voted off, but being the new guy, there's a good chance I get voted off, so we'll see.
Went well. We did a lot better than I thought. I thought we were going to throw it faster than that, but we didn't throw it as fast as I thought. And I had to think on my feet, and I don't know how well that went, so we'll see.
And the lie right now for him is we're going to get out Noah, so hopefully if he does have it or finds it, he won't use it because me, Katie, and Hannah all told him that we're going at Noah.
Alright, the clue says, the medallion is close to the ground, and you might say that the bark of the hiding place is worse than its bite. Which I take to mean that it's on the ground or behind some bark, but
cool. You're gonna probably reveal that to the team or keep it to yourself?
I'm not sure. I mean, like, I don't know. I might get voted out this round. Maybe.
Do you think sharing the clue will help?
No, because all that means is that I'm of no value. So I might keep it just to enhance my value. But on the flip side, if I do get voted out, then the clue's kind of worthless to them. So I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. Figure it out when I get back to camp.
Hey guys, we're all taking a mess. I'm gonna tell Matt if you told me to. So us three, we're voting for Matt. That way if he does have an idol, he doesn't play. Because that's the worst case scenario. Yeah. Everyone who goes for an interview, if he comes back and drives, we need to know if he finds it could be effective.
And if he doesn't, is it going to stay to the next person?
Just let us know in the freaking line. But stay with them. Make sure you know it.
Alright. Well, why don't you go do
I can go do an interview.
Who do you think you're going to vote for?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure that really matters. I might vote for Daniel.
Why?
Just from last season, he seemed pretty manipulative. Just watching him. So, I mean, again, like I don't really know anyone. And Daniel was really the only one that stood out to me from last year. So, I think I'll vote for him because if somehow I don't get voted off, I think I'd rather have him down than anyone else.
Definitely put down those. Talk to Katie and Hannah. So I'm gonna vote no, just because it's kind of sketchy.
So we'll last for another round, ideally.
Yeah. And honestly, he's not very strong.
So how are you feeling right now?
Good. We followed through with our plan. Just really nervous Daniel has an idol. I'm really nervous because he plays people and I don't know how like to tell because he's been taking his bag with him and he hasn't been. So I don't know what's going on, if he found it, but we're gonna try and find it before everyone else does, especially with Daniel, because if Daniel has it, game's over.
Current plan, what they've told me, they're gonna vote Daniel out, but they're gonna talk to him and make it look like they're voting me out. So, I do trust them, but that's still something I should notice.
We're voting off Daniel. We even told Matthew. It's just happening. It's time.
Welcome to Tribal Council. All right, we'll now bring in the members of the jury. Isaac, Rachel, Andrew, and Brittany voted out of the last Tribal Council.
Jury gets paid.
All right, Zakara, so let's talk about this tribe swap that really changed up the game here. It's just so happened that 4 of you ended up back together, 4 returners and then 1 Tangata member. So what has camp life been back when you headed back after the tribe swap?
You know, it's like just the same, like we're just trying to stick together and work through everything as a team, not as like different tribes coming together, just as one tribe.
Sure.
Yeah, it was nice to just be able to incorporate him right into
So Matthew, how did you feel back at camp? Would you say that was accurate?
I mean, yeah, like I'm comfortable with those guys. It's a little different because with Tangata we were a lot more open, and you know we didn't have the the whole like one-on-one going off that I feel like is going on here. But you know, I mean that's the game, so I'm adjusting as we go.
Sure. So that's all I got. We're gonna go right into the vote. So Daniel, you're up.
It's been a year in the making.
Yes, I was voting you out.
All right, guys, I'll go tally the votes. All right, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Matthew. Second vote, Daniel. Third vote, Daniel. Fifth person voted out of Survivor New Mexico, Daniel. Enough, you're gonna need to bring me your bandana. Daniel? Try to spoken. From what I've heard, that was a big blindside and something that you guys have been building toward for a long time. Congratulations on removing a big power player. Matthew, looks like you're just kind of caught in the middle here.
No, I wasn't going toward this, I just kind of showed up.
Honestly, I knew it was coming. When we were walking down the path towards tribal council, I totally felt it. Hannah said she had my back, but she started looking through my bag, looking for my idol and stuff. So I knew it was coming. When I was sitting on the log, I knew the entire time they were really bad actors, but I could do nothing, so it was well played.
Go ahead and grab your stuff, head back to camp. I'll see you with the next immunity challenge. Next time on Survivor New Mexico. As the unexpected tribe swap continues to echo through the game, Carolyn returns to Zakara, and Matthew tries to solidify his place in the game as the only newbie among the returners. And at Mikadzi, lines are drawn between the girls and the guys, while Alicia plays both sides. With only one more elimination before the merge, who will be voted out next? Find out next time as Survivor New Mexico Season 2 continues.